So that's theoretical. But I just have to go through it, right? So that we can kind of see. Oh, so let's assume
How did they do it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome everybody.
Whoa.
Welcome back to
Holy.
Season 2.
Holy
Episode
jumping.
1.
Season 2.
Season 2.
Yeah.
So Krash, what do you have to say about that?
You know, I hate to keep proving people wrong. You know, it's not my nature. But
No.
they said we'd never make it to season 2.
I've
Yeah.
heard them. I've heard that people are saying that.
They say a lot of stuff.
They do.
And they
do.
keep being wrong.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
true. I know.
Yeah.
Well, welcome.
Yeah,
to
welcome.
Season 2.
Cheers.
So we finally got what we wanted to do Season 1, which was have some equipment.
What did we learn from Season 1?
That Fleetwood Mac is a very interesting.
yeah. I wish I was in Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
That's what I think that's what I got. To
I
learn
would be
from
dead
Season
now, but it would
Yeah,
it would have
but
been a good
worth
ride.
Worth it.
You
It
know,
would have been a good
we're
ride.
kind of like we're in Fleetwood Mac, except for we're the alternate universe version of Fleetwood Mac, where everybody kind of gets
what if
along
Fleetwood
and,
Mac never
Yeah.
And
had a
they-
record
they don't-
contract and never wrote songs.
and
Yeah.
never
And, you know.
had crazy relationships.
They don't boink each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
That's a.
well the other people. Yeah,
The other
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, the other
if they
people.
stayed,
You know,
with-
like you
with
and the camera person.
Yeah, the camera
Yeah.
person, exactly. Now, and I mean, look, one of the things that happened.
Oh,
is
by
in-
the way, we have a new camera person this season.
Ah.
I guess we better clarify that.
Poppy
Big
Fiasco.
Poppy, can we do a camera thing just so we can? Oh, maybe if I steal that. Can I? Whoa.
Yeah, you see, look at that.
No, that's you again.
Yeah, because she switched
Well, I
it.
switched
She
it.
has the magic tools to do that.
Wow.
She
Okay.
knows what
She already knows what she's
she
doing.
knows
Wow.
what she's
First
doing.
episode and already a pro.
First day on the job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. You know what I learned from Season 1 is that when you do a bunch of homework and you have a ton of notes, it puts all this pressure and stress, at least on me, to feel like I have to say everything that I had written down. So, and listening to it, I was like, I didn't like hearing myself talk so much. So I've decided that I'm going to try this run with either without notes or just with bullet points. Today, no notes. I'm riding bareback
Hey,
today.
weird.
Yeah.
Actually, I just remembered. I got to get my notes for this
Oh,
episode
sorry. If you're
too.
doing that.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Now you're
Oh
riding
no!
bareback.
Now you're gonna hear all my P's and S's. Yeah.
Sorry. Never good putting these.
I know.
It's
I know, dear.
Okay. Well,
it's-
we have some new technology this season.
Yeah.
We got your fancy little Sony cameras.
some
Yeah.
things have gotten smaller. Some things
Yes.
have gotten bigger.
Yeah.
Yes, like with aging.
Just
Yeah.
Just like the aging process.
Yep.
We've got this beautiful new Zoom
Yeah.
Podtrack P4 Next, which
Yeah.
yeah.
maybe if we figure out how to get some sponsorships,
We'd love a
we'll do a
sponsor.
review if you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
All the nerds are just drooling at
Yeah,
home right
for
now.
sure.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what? Can I just say we're hot off the Commodore stage from 2 nights ago?
True. We have,
And we're
we have
still
evidence.
apparently wearing
And
our
I'm-
jackets.
We have
Yeah.
photo evidence.
I've
of
been
that.
sleeping in for all the listeners out there who can't see it. I'm wearing a man's oversized silk white coat, and
Raw
I wore it for what did we do? Burning down the house.
Burning
So
down
I
the
did.
house.
I'm doing David Byrne, and so I decided to keep wearing it because I
It
just
looks,
thought it looks fabulous on me. Thank
and
you,
it
Dash.
looks, you're quite welcome. It looks very similar to my Avalon jacket,
Yeah.
or one I used to have anyways.
yeah.
We got to get that song back
called-
in so I can get my jacket back.
Repurposing the jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a resounding success, I'd say.
Yeah.
It's
Great
always a
time was
success.
had. It's just so much fun.
It's so
And,
fun.
you know, full Commodore.
It's Christmas.
All right. But yeah, no,
So
that was excellent. I mean, it was fully sold out. And, we hit the stage at around 10 o'clock and
Perfect time.
Full all the way to the back, the dance floor. It was great. It's such a treat. Such a treat. Yeah.
And great tech crews. Great
Yes.
Tech crews at the
Oh
Commodore.
man,
Yep.
sound guys are so on the ball.
Banger. Yeah, for sure.
And not only that, but they're like not jerks.
No, they're really great.
To us minions.
Yes, yes. And I was
I'd almost go as far as to say genuinely friendly.
genuinely friendly. So the one guy, JD, who I really hope, I'm just putting this out there into the podcast
Oh,
universe,
yeah.
really hoping to get him in here on this season and hear all of his stories.
I think he'd enjoy himself.
I bet he has a
think so.
million stories.
If not, we could kidnap him like in Batman and bring him into the
He's
Lizard Lounge.
Yeah,
backstage,
right?
Yeah. I think
or
so.
like the way that Bubbles kidnapped Alex Lifeson in that one Trailer Park Boys episode.
There you go.
I
Same.
never saw that one. No,
oh,
really?
that's a great one. You
Ah,
got to see that.
No, really?
Yeah, at the end, Alex
Wow.
teaches Bubbles how to play one of a Rush song. It's
Hilarious.
really great. No, I think that we don't need to worry about absconding. With JD, he seems like the kind of person that would be easily swayed by free beer.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's
I
hope
think
so.
so.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yeah.
Hey, what is coming out of that tap right now? Because it's in my glass.
This is a beautiful. We're calling it. The head brewer named it Star Sip NEIPA. It's a northeast IPA,
Okay.
and it was called Star Sip Ship because Starship's Sip.
Starship
Starship
Sip.
Sip.
Because it was when the and those fellas and those ladies went up in that rocket ship there, and
Yeah.
I think they went around the moon or something like that.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah,
There was a couple
just
of
recently.
Canadian fellow was on
Yeah.
there too, and anyway,
Yep.
so that
Oh, okay.
it's a commemoration
It's an
Ah.
homage
I've
to.
I've already killed the brain cells that used to store that information of what it was called. So
Yeah. Got
I
it.
can't remember.
Well, it's delicious.
It-
I'm really enjoying it.
Awesome.
Good.
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. What else did we learn from season one?
Oh man.
Well, one of the things was that we weren't pandering to the audience enough. We have to do the old, please like, share,
Yeah.
hit the subscribe, follow us
Subscribe.
on YouTube and,
Yeah.
and Spotify and
Yeah.
yeah. If like a million of
Smash
you do
that button.
we'll get
Smash that
$20.
button.
Smash.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
And I need to create some graphics.
we haven't gotten rich doing this yet.
No, I know.
Surprisingly,
I totally had like my retirement plans
I know.
already lined up and set
Well,
up.
look,
I had
but-
my eyes on this BMW.
I think we're averaging about 47 views an episode right now.
really,
Oh,
Yeah, it's
not bad.
Oh.
So
Give
if
or
you're
take.
listening to this right now,
The
you're
first
watching this,
episode was our
Yeah.
best.
you were in a very rare strata
Yeah.
of company.
Yeah.
If you're
You've been listening since the beginning. Yeah.
Welcome to
Right.
the VIP experience
Yeah,
of podcasting.
exactly.
give yourselves a hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should write in and tell us your rock and roll stories, and you can let us know that you've been listening since episode 1.
I can almost guarantee we'll read any email on
Yeah,
the episode.
100%.
Anything.
Yeah. I'm
At
really looking for
almost
that.
any-
I'm
And how
looking
do you
for rock and
submit
roll
an
stories.
email? Anybody know?
Shag the band at
Dot-
shag.ca.
No, shagtheband.ca.
.ca.
Now that's our website, so you can just go to shagtheband.ca and there's a
Contact
form,
form.
the web form at the end, or our email address.
shagtheband.ca@gmail.com.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
I knew it.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Absolutely.
Do that.
Do that, eh?
Yeah.
And one of the things you can tell us is whether or not this season we should open up our Austin Powers.
Oh,
you may have
can
noticed in
you
season one.
grab that?
What's the origin of this, Trixie?
Well, there's this amazing site on Facebook, and I'm sure pretty much every community in the planet has it, which is just free stuff that comes up in your community. And one lovely lady was getting rid of an entire Austin Powers collection, still all in the packaging. And this one happened to be in there, so I scooped it up because I just thought that's awesome. Yeah. So the question is, do we open it? Because apparently he has a button or something. If you push the button,
Would you
shag?
would you fancy a shag? Yeah.
If you push the right button, and isn't that really a philosophy?
Would
for
you
all of
fancy a
life?
shag?
Yeah.
Right. So the question is, do we open this? When do we open it? I mean, maybe we don't open it. Maybe it's going to be like
Maybe it's a collector's
worth
item we
like
just keep and preserve.
$100,000 in 10 years from now,
Mm,
as it's still in the packaging. So
time will tell.
yeah.
But if we open it up, we can press its button and it'll say,
Yeah.
Would you fancy a shag?
Exactly.
groovy, baby.
I could zip tie it to my shoulder like a parrot, you
Yes.
know, and he could just
Yeah.
sit there on my shoulder for an episode.
Yeah, so that's
the
big.
possibilities are endless.
So that's what we want people to write in throughout
Yeah.
this season.
Yes. Vote. It's a poll. Yeah.
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
if anybody out there has a fat bastard to go along with it, then we'll,
We had a
Well,
fat
we did.
bastard.
We had the
everything.
whole collection.
We had
everybody.
Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
wow.
We had everybody.
You had
but,
Mini-Me?
Oh yeah.
yeah, there
Oh,
was Mini-Me
jeez.
in there. We had everybody, but
But this
yeah.
was a different season. So there was one like we got rid of the whole. She got them for like
nothing.
some for free.
Zero.
Some she
No.
paid.
Oh no,
almost
you're right.
nothing
I
for.
did. I paid $20 for the whole set, but this one was free, I think. So
Wow.
I can't remember. Anyways, it was amazing.
Wow.
So you know, they went to a good home that would
Right.
really like them.
So
But I kept this one for us.
because
Good
it
job.
was so shaggy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good job.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't know
So-
even who my favorite character is. But I mean, Austin's pretty
Yeah,
great.
he's pretty cool.
and,
eh?
and Dr. Evil.
Yeah, for sure.
I
Well, yeah.
actually quote Dr. Evil like
Do
all the
you
time.
a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
what? What does Dr. Evil say?
Just want some freaking sharks with freaking laser beams. What's so hard about that?
Screw Christopher Walken. Stick with Dr. Evil.
Freaking sharks with laser beams on their heads.
It's so good.
Yeah, no, he's,
oh my
he's
god.
a great character, man.
So I guess all we're going to talk to now is about what it was like to. We're still on the post-gig hangover.
Yeah, I think I'm still hungover. To be fair, I was actually, I didn't have a single drink until after we got off the stage.
Because we're
It's true.
professionals.
I was like, no, I'm gonna. But I kind of was on an empty stomach, and then so I immediately went to the bar. I had a shot of tequila. I had a glass of wine. I had 2 more glasses of wine, and then I think I had 2 more glasses of wine, and then I woke up the next morning going, wow, I don't feel so hot. So
You had 2 wines before you
shocking.
had 2 wines, and then you had 2 more.
I had way too many wines, and but anyway, so today I'm still a little on the and then we were here last night watching the
Watched
The
Hockey.
extendo hockey game.
watching the
What a
Overtime.
game.
the
What a
Cara-
game.
Carolinas and Vegas
Carolina,
in their Shag the Band outfits.
Yeah, Vegas is
The showgirl outfits, yeah.
Yeah.
spectacular.
Yeah, for posterity,
Yeah.
that was the game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals 2026.
Yeah.
Carolina Hurricanes versus
Record-setting game.
Las Vegas
Yeah.
Golden Knights.
2 no goals right out
2
off
goals
the bat.
called back.
Yeah.
4
Correctly.
unanswered goals in the third.
Yeah.
A double
Double
overtime
overtime.
game.
Yeah.
Mitch Marner with the very fastest ever hat trick in Stanley
Yeah.
Cup Finals history. And it
Beating
was,
Rocket
it was a
Richard.
Oh, I
it was a
didn't know
natural
that.
hat trick.
That
Yeah.
was an actual
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
record, that
You know,
one.
Rocket
we
Richard?
don't talk about hockey enough on this show, guys.
Yeah. Well, we could, but to that point, we were here last night at the Lizard Lounge watching hockey. We had some delicious chili,
Made by yours truly.
made by Krash Radley,
Mm.
and Poppy Fiasco was also an amazing host last night. There was a lot of people here. And so I just had enough to just take my hangover off yesterday, and
Yeah.
then I slept like 10 hours basically when I got home.
That's all. It's
So-
you just need recovery time. That's all.
Yeah. But it was good. It was that whole Commodore experience was so much fun. For those who are only listening and not watching, my hair looks damn fabulous right now. It's
And she
super
will say so
fantastic.
herself.
It's the perfect
And
shade of red.
I'll get Dash to drop in a photo of what it looked like, but it started out with an entire giant curler set. Like I had like a full set of rollers in my hair, and I actually had to practice this hairdo. So I did the 1940s victory rolls in the front of the hair, and I had to practice it a bunch of times before I
good
did it. And what I realized after doing it a couple times was, back in the day when girls would be like, no, I'm sorry, I can't go out on a date with you because I got to do my hair.
Yeah.
It wasn't just an excuse. It was like a real thing because
Gotta
they
find those hours somewhere.
you had to like stick the rolls in your hair, basically have them in for hours on end to let it all dry, take it out, and then that was your hair for a week. Right? Like you did not wash it. You did not get it wet. You
You're not
did
going
not
swimming.
anything. No, absolutely not. So yeah, hair curlers. It's It's a thing. It's
Suddenly
a real
wigs
thing.
start looking like pretty smart.
I actually
She had to.
I brought 2 wigs with me,
plan.
emergency wigs, in case it didn't work out. Yeah.
Plan B.
Yeah,
Plan B,
absolutely.
plan C.
So, yeah. So anyway, so I've got marvelous hair for the next couple of days. Yeah. But I couldn't get the roll to go back in. Like, it's a rat's nest of back combing and like 50 pounds of Final Net hairspray up underneath of here. And it's seriously like crunchy helmet hair. Like, it's, whoa.
You get one bonus day of the roll, and then it's, you're
after
Wave
that,
City.
Yeah.
Got Carrie Fraser head.
Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah. So that was fun. And I think it might have been my first year in which, I was seriously happy with my costumes, but with the least amount of work involved in doing it.
Did you have like 4 costume changes?
I did. I had 1, 2, 3 costume changes. And they all came together so well. 4. You're right. 4. Yeah, I had 4. Yeah, exactly. I had 4 costumes, different things.
6 or 7 songs is
it's a lot.
it's a visual extravaganza.
Do you know how that whole shtick started?
How?
Because the first time we played the Commodore, thinking this may be the only time we ever get to play the Commodore. So we want some pictures that make it look like we played it a lot. So we had like 4
that's
cuts.
great.
I was built up and just ripping things down half naked by the end of it. But
That's pretty smart, guys.
Yeah. Look at all
But
these
people love,
different things.
people love it. They love, for one thing, it shows effort and planning. But for another thing, it's like just visually to change things up, and to, that's why, Madonna used to do like after just about every song.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
it's fun.
For sure.
I think what's her name? Taylor Swift does a lot of costume
I think she
changes,
does
doesn't
too.
she?
Yeah.
Cher.
It's part of the show.
Back in the
Cher,
day,
oh my
right?
God.
Yeah. Wow. I want her costume designer.
They got one truck, just for Cher's outfits.
Can you imagine?
And another for her wigs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine being the person though in charge of all those costumes to have them like ready for her when she comes, when any of those performers come back for the quick costume change, and it's like you got to be a good seamstress too in case there's a malfunction that you got to like stitch up on the fly.
It'd be like those Formula One like car tire changes.
Totally.
They pull into the pits.
Totally.
Well, that's it, right? Because you have your
Rip off
dressers
the-
and you've got, and
rip
some of
off
that
the
stuff's
wig.
sewn on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's all
Seam ripper.
Velcro,
Yeah.
Everything's Velcro.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But it was good. We our last 2 songs, the second last song was Relax, Frankie Goes to Hollywood. And I just decided I was going to go pretty much full dominatrix outfit with the 1940s hairstyle. So kind of pinup girlish, but yeah. Anyways, and the Shagettes were also in matching dominatrix outfits.
Mostly because you bought a whole bunch and said, I want this one or this one or this one. And here,
did.
you take these.
I was like, I had fun doing that.
Hand me down dominatrix outfits.
And Poppy Fiasco was also all donned out in black as well. And so, it was a pretty good look, I got to say.
I was a little worried when she unpacked the whip.
Yeah, yes.
Or the cat of 9 tails.
I had a cat of 9 tails. Wow. And I had enough room on that stage because it's so nice and big that I was actually able to kind of give it a good without the fear of accidentally hitting someone.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Or breaking one of my guitar strings.
Yeah.
Oh, my G string.
Yeah.
The whip takes another victim.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. I'm so embroiled in my own stuff in that song that I barely notice the other stage
what
stuff
other
that's
people are
going on.
doing.
Like I'm kind of, I got a lot of like tap dancing in that song,
right?
And because there's so much dynamics, you know, like it's really quiet and soft, and then it's like super loud, and then it's like super loud, and then it's soft, and then it's in the middle, and and there's that during that the guitar break part, it's like da da da, and it's like the riff, some lick, the riff lick, and the licks keep getting higher and higher up the fretboard. Because this is how guitar solos work,
Right. Oh, no, you heard it here first, folks.
In case you didn't know. Yeah.
All these years I've been wanting the secret.
And we have Jonathan on the gig. So my thought going into the whole thing was like, oh, Jonathan will do the bam, 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 and I can just concentrate on doing the licky parts, But I was like, nah.
I want it all.
Play it all. So
Yeah.
my hands are full
Yeah.
on that one. So
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the videos.
Yeah. I think that was a fun one. That was a fun one.
Yeah, for sure. Did you catch? I don't know if you ever even noticed it. In the burning down the house, I had an umbrella.
Yeah, I
out
love
on
that.
stage.
I actually noticed that in rehearsal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that was really good.
I thought
Yeah.
it was going to be a fun touch. I first started trying with the lyric. Here's your ticket, pack your bags, time for jumping overboard. I actually tried it with a suitcase first. Like I was trying to do that, and I got vetoed by Daj here on that stage antic.
We
but-
did an artistic
Little-
exchange of ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Too
And
literal.
Pantomime.
Too literal.
Well, she's still doing it,
Yeah.
but you get the great walk weirdness
Yeah.
if you don't actually have it, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
she's
yeah.
carrying it, but
Oh,
she
yeah.
it's and
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
And everybody's like, she's walking an invisible dog.
or something. except you go this way, so then it's
Yeah.
Hopefully it worked, but yeah.
We'll see.
And then
it's fun to-
So on that song, I'd like to point out too, just like the little like sort of slightly stressful moments, you know.
Uh-huh.
So I start that song with
Yes.
the like digga digga
Yeah,
digga
yeah, yeah.
digga digga digga, which is
Yeah.
nothing, right? It's
Yeah.
nothing. I do that stuff. I do that stuff all the time. Like that's almost like just a little wrist warm up exercise, right?
Yeah.
But Jimmy,
Say it one more
Jimmy.
time.
Jimmy,
Sturgeon.
Guy Jean, and Twaco start making a big deal out of like when the keyboard has to come in and like where the drum slayers are. And it's like, oh, we're counting on it. I think this is a 3/4, but then it changes. And I'm like, dudes, I'm just going digga 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 digga. Well, I think you're doing it too fast.
No.
No. It's fine.
The shag band dynamics
Yeah.
revealed.
So I'm always like, you know, when you start having, anytime you've had more than like a 30-second discussion on a part, you know, with the rest of the rhythm section or what have you, it's gonna, you start getting like self-conscious about it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, oh no, I'm too fast. Oh no, I'm too slow. Oh no, like, you know, Jimmy didn't come in at like right the spot. Oh, does that mean I have to loop back and do it again or whatever? So I couldn't wait to get that out of the way.
Right.
You know, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
And
You know,
like it's kind
everyone else tries to get at that exact moment.
if you listen on the record, like it's not like sequenced or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of loosey goosey.
Yeah.
It's a little loosey goosey. So, you know, and my middle name is loosey goosey.
my song in that particular set that we did that I had that same kind of stress thing, believe it or not, is Rome. And for the reason that when we're doing the chorus and we start to do the Rome if you want to.
Oh yeah, you with the dance
And
moves.
so
Somebody said,
I
your
cannot-
ankle's in the wrong position.
I
We're
can't.
not that.
I cannot choreograph dance like in like I can do choreographed blocking, like that's okay. I'm okay with blocking stuff, like
Yeah.
big movements, but if it's timed dancing and singing at the same time that I have to think about, I can dance and sing at the same time as long as I'm not thinking about where
Yeah,
my
me
body
too.
is.
Don't tell me where my feet need to be at any particular
No.
point in time.
I cannot tell you. I guarantee you, when you watch that video back, you're going to see the stress on my face,
Yeah.
trying to get my ankles in the right place, and then my shoulders.
Left.
Oh my god! Like,
Well, and-
Which
and
way's left again?
yeah, it's
Vinyl
so
Vixen
bad.
is very clear. She's not going to do synchronized backup singer moves.
Yeah, she knows our
Moxie.
limitations.
Say, no, we do not. We can be close. We're not going to mimic each other.
We have limitations in this band.
We're not. We have rules.
This
we
is
have
not a
lines.
dance band. It's a
No.
rock and roll band.
No.
It's a silly party dress up
It's
band. It's not a
individual.
dance
It's a
band.
silly party dress up band.
That'll be. I'm
Exactly
changing
it.
our website.
Yeah,
That's a silly party dress up band.
Vancouver's silly party
I'm
dress up
writing
band.
that down. Vancouver's premier silly party dress up band.
That's it exactly. But yeah, no, that was my terror in that, and I was like, and I remember a couple times going, oh god damn it, I did
I'm
it on
off
the wrong
now.
side. Oh no, I
Yeah.
popped twice on the left and once only on the right. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Like
Man.
it's like, oh, I
Don't
ruined the whole
burden
song.
me with that stuff, you know. Like I'm like a
Hey, man.
wild bird. You can't tell me what tree to land in. Like,
Pretty much. Yeah.
I'm a pelican.
I didn't go into rock and roll so I can be told what
Count
to do.
steps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit your
Not
mark.
for the Jackson 5, okay?
Yeah.
Like,
I wish I could dance and sing at the same time, and I have huge admiration
It's
for
a great skill.
for those who can. Like I
Yeah.
just go, wow, like
Yeah.
you blow my mind, but that it ain't me, babe.
you know, like, and just to, like as a as a a standard sort of complaint that you always hear people make about, especially like pop music, right? It's like, oh, they're lip syncing and they're using tracks and all that kind of stuff. It's like, yeah, but you know what they're doing on stage.
I don't buy that. I don't buy that excuse. I'm going to see them to perform.
Yeah.
If you can perform and dance, great. But don't dance and not perform.
Sure. I'm not advocating for the main singer lip syncing or anything like that. I'm not as worried about backing tracks as some people are, because most of the people in that audience don't even know what a backing track is. And they don't care. And if you explain it to them and they could understand, they still would be like, I don't care. I came to see Taylor Swift.
Disagree.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, like Taylor
lip
Swift,
syncing, everybody knows what that is.
But you go to see a band, it's so much. I mean, if the Shagettes could just sing along to a backing track, I mean, that's pretty easy peasy. It's so much harder to actually recreate or create the harmonies for real.
If I'm going to go see someone who I know, though, is a singer-dancer, I'm going to be way more forgiving if they're not actually singing well, because I'm also like, you're also dancing. It's super athletic and it's really, really hard to sing. And, even I'm not dancing per se, but I'm jumping up and down and I'm like, I have to like consciously tell myself to stop because I'm running out of breath.
Sure.
And,
Yeah, but I mean, I guess you're right. You're going to see the spectacle now.
Yeah.
But
yes.
Why I would rather that you built the spectacle around an actual artist performing, right? Instead of just going to see a simulation of them.
That's the ideal for sure. But the complexity of some of these choreograph moves, like where you have to be on this spot for this spotlight, or for this particular pyro explosion, or you have to be here because
or you're going to get blown up.
Right. Or you have to be here like for whatever, because sound man, because lighting guys, because whatever. Like, I'm just a little more, I guess I'm more forgiving when it comes to like putting on the show, putting on the performance. I don't like lip syncing, Kiss has been caught doing it. On the last like couple of like final tours. Those 3 final tours that they've done.
Yeah. We were literally talking about that.
Well, they've always had like Kiss Alive, right? Fake. I mean, not fake, but not what they presented it as.
Sure. Or one of my all-time, probably my favorite all-time live record is Judas Priest, Unleashed in the East. And probably the only thing really live about that is the crowd sounds.
Oh, really?
Like probably, like they might have taken. Oh, look, Daj. Daj has got the hottest band in the land, but with the Japanese style caricature.
Kabuki Kiss.
Yeah, it's a Kabuki Kiss.
My offspring brought this back.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I like.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like. Yeah, that's good.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm a Kiss fan. I don't know. Just.
Performance.
I was like 8 years old, 9 years old, something like that. It changed my life.
I'm a Kiss fan. I was never Kiss Army.
Yeah,
my buddy.
Yeah.
You know who you are. Trans Am, black leather jacket. You know who you are. We'll never tell.
Yeah, so good.
He was in the Kiss Army. I remember him showing me the album, with the 4 faces and going, that's a cool band.
Yep.
Or the one where they're one of the first ones where they're in
Dressed
the
to Kill.
suits. Dressed to Kill. Great album cover.
Great album cover. Not the best album.
No,
but a great album.
An album cover that makes you go, I'm going to follow this band.
Yeah. Well, what's wild is when they put out Dressed to Kill, that was almost looking like that might be their last album because it was a disaster for sales, and their first album was even worse. And everybody was like, "These guys are so great live, like." If only people could see them live. And then somebody said, well, why don't we put out a live album then? Kiss Alive 1. And that's what shot them up. That was their first big record. That was like, and then Kiss Alive 2 was even bigger.
Right.
But like how much of that is live, right?
Well, but the fact is seeing them live was epic. I remember seeing them live in their heyday. And it was one of the best concerts I've ever seen in my life. Like, And I think they were playing everything. There weren't tracks. Idea. There were no backing tracks back in the 70s. I don't think
there was such a thing. Yeah.
I guess ELO later on got nailed for some, but great showmanship, just spectacular.
Absolutely, they were also,
and classic in band fighting in the end, right? Yeah. Poor Ace Frehley, man.
Poor Peter Criss.
Poor Peter Criss.
I would say though that like one thing that he said, there's a lot of things you could say about Kiss, and I'll accept anything. not great musicians. Their songs are simple. They're horrible people. Kind of Gene and Paul. You know, there's plenty to
I
criticize.
love that relationship they have, though. Whatever it is,
but they love money. They have that in common. You know, say what you will about any of those things, but they were always and have always been, like, to this day, professional in how they and how they put on their concerts. Like that, everything is for the fans. We're like, and that's why they've had such longevity and such success in a way. Is, you know, they're like the opposite of Guns N' Roses. They would never start late. They would never play half a show, you know, go on, get mad, and then storm off the stage and leave people in the lurch.
Right.
Never. They have you'll never find any examples of that.
No, I saw this video. It looked like Gene Simmons was having a heart attack or something. I'm sure they didn't know what was going wrong. He had to sit down, and Paul Stanley's going, okay, well, you know, you give him a hand, you know, and the fans, they kept the fans with them, right? Yeah. And they, you know, it's because they're getting old.
I think a member of KISS would have to die on stage for the show not to go on, and then even then, I think probably one of the techs would probably just come out with the grab the instrument and do it. The
guy who's backstage who's doubling him anyways.
The song "Shock Me," one of the few and great songs that Ace Frehley sings and that Ace wrote, commemorates a show in I believe it was St. Louis, where they would enter the stage on these giant metal staircases to come down. Okay, and so Ace had his side, and I think Gene and Paul came separately, or maybe Paul was in the middle. It doesn't matter, because whoever rigged up all the electrical that night didn't ground properly. And so when Ace started walking down the stairs to start the show, he grabbed the handrail. Yeah. And it grounded electricity, and he got a gigantic shock. I'm terrible at electricity, so I don't know volts and watts and all that kind of stuff. But it's, you know, it's out there on the internet if you want to say. It knocked him unconscious. He fell down the stairs, boom, and woke up backstage with Paul and Gene and their manager looking over him, like, and saying, "Hey, buddy, you ready to get out there? We got to play a show."
You don't play, you don't get paid.
Yeah.
The old Alan Eagleson line.
So we had to just kind of shake it off, go back out, played the show. He says he doesn't remember any of it. Didn't remember a single thing. He was electrocuted into unconsciousness.
Oh my lantern.
But the show goes on. Yeah. You know, and so he wrote the song "Shock Me." To commemorate, which is a really one of my favorite KISS songs, actually. Great guitar solo.
I did a gig a couple years ago. I won't say where, but it was an outdoor show, and they had built a new stage. And I'm on the stage, and I realized, I go, it's totally metal. Yeah. Like the whole thing is metal. And I made a joke over the microphone, going like, you know, gee, I hope I don't get electrocuted. Yeah. And the owner,
or slip and kill myself.
Owner got really mad at me because I had made this comment, you know, and I'm like, well, sorry, dude, but maybe you should have like built it out of wood or put some carpet on it.
Well, maybe he did.
You don't see many metal stages.
No, I was like, anyway,
Made this boat out of rock.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Like, there's a reason there's not a lot of rock boats out there. Yeah. Metal stages, same.
Yeah, pretty much. Same. Yeah, so.
Especially outdoors.
Yeah, it was outdoors. Sheesh. Right on the edge of a lake where, you know, there's going to be a lot of lightning and stuff. And, you know, I was like, gee, I hope there's like no wires that are chewed through on this stage somewhere.
Pull the old Ace Frehley.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Jeez.
All righty. Well, I think that might be the end of the episode.
A quick.
We're going.
Welcome back.
Welcome, because we're gonna try to manipulate the algorithms this season.
Oh, we're gonna be smart.
So I figured the shorter the episode, if somebody only clicks on for 30 seconds, the bigger the percentage they've watched.
Oh, that's. I do have one thing I want to throw out there. Is that we are planning our third annual Freakers Ball in October. We are running into a few difficulties finding a venue. And at this point, and only because October is such a popular month and we waited a little bit too long to book a place, and everything is booked. And so what we're hoping to find is a warehouse somewhere like East Vanish area. So if any of our listeners or
Hey,
viewers,
you ravers.
ravers, if you've got a line on a place, let us know. shagtheband.ca@gmail.com. We need a place.
Or if Michael Bublé is listening right now,
Michael
Yeah.
Bublé.
we could
just-
play his hockey rink.
We could.
We'll play your hockey rink.
That'd be great.
It's called the Freakers Bowl. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be good. I like that. Michael Bublé, come on, step
Come
up.
on.
We're Canucks fans, Mike.
Okay, that's it. So thank you. That's the end of
Cheers.
episode
We
one.
did it.
Oh, dear.
We did it. Oh, I
We
got
made
to
it.
press the button
I have a
because
time
that's the outro long version.
Is it? Did you get the right one?
Let's see. Well, let's go the short version again. There we go. That's the
Okay,
short
all right,
version.
here we go. Cheers. Woo. All right. I have a sip left.
Good. Me too. That worked out well.
Stop.
Stop, please.
3, 2,
did
1.
it.
Stop.
This is a couple times.
Good job.